on the big side. She came running over to this side.
I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. I'm proud to be an American, 'cause at least I know I'm free.
Some people walk into a park and walk back out. She didn't, because of a decision she made in the first 90 seconds. And by the end of this footage, there's no version of the afternoon she can take back.
Hello.
Oh,
Is this other person still here?
Yes, they are.
Where is she?
The gentleman in the small side, Michael, he'll let you know he's got a video. They're on the big side. She came running over to this side. Enough's enough. I have a right to wear this hat.
Okay. Who saw her? Well, I'll get into all that later.
Michael.
Who's Michael? Where is he at?
He's in the small park. Small
He's
side.
in a gray shirt, and he has a straw hat.
Okay.
I was just coming to get you.
Hello. Is this other person still here?
Yeah, the
Not
guy.
him.
All right, yeah, she just walked by. There they are there. You're looking
the
at
black?
the back, black with the purple hair. And I have video of her going crazy as a Trump deranged person.
Okay.
And when I said I was good with everything Trump was doing, she freaked out and jumped over the fence and told me I better be worried about her. So
Okay,
I
so
have
it's
all that on
with the
tape.
black tank top back there?
Yeah, black tank top, purple hair, walking
Okay.
with a guy.
461, I'll be out with her during north side of the park. Ma'am, can you come over here for a minute? Hi.
Hello.
So before we get into everything, can I just bring you up here so we can all talk together out in the front up here?
Oh, no.
Oh, no?
No.
Okay, do you have your ID on you?
No.
Okay, what's your first name?
Laura,
Laura?
why are you here, sir?
Well, there was an incident, and we were called about it. Okay, the other officer's going to come talk to you in just a second. I just didn't know where you went to, so I came out to talk to you.
I was doing the same thing I always do.
Okay.
Walking around the dog park.
Laura, what's your last name, Laura?
Why are you asking? I don't want to tell you my last name yet.
Okay, because we're working a criminal
I said yet.
investigation.
I said yet.
Okay.
And
So all
also,
I'm asking you for is your name right now.
Laura,
Okay, what's your last name, Laura?
I'll tell you when I feel comfortable telling you.
Okay. 475, you want to head back out here?
Am I being detained?
Yes, you ma'am, you are.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So you don't have a last name you want to give me?
Well, I have a last name. I'm saying I don't want to give it to you yet until I understand what exactly I've done.
Because as of right now, we're conducting a criminal investigation, okay? I don't know where that's going to go, all right? I haven't talked to really anybody else yet. They just said, hey, that's the girl over there. So I came out to talk to you.
Okay, so
Okay.
then why do you need my last
Because
name
we're conducting-
if you're just asking questions so
Because
far?
like I said, we're conducting a criminal investigation.
And I will give you my
Okay.
last name when I feel comfortable doing so.
Okay, when will you feel comfortable doing so?
When I know what you want from me.
And we'll explain that. I'm just trying to get some
Okay.
basic info from you first.
All right.
Okay?
Well-
But I do need your name. You are being detained right now until we figure out what's going on.
All right. So let's figure out what's going
Okay.
on, and I'll give you my last name.
So you're not going to give me your last name.
I will give you my last name when you tell me what it
Okay.
is. That's
The other officer will come back out here and talk to you in just a second. You're unwilling to come up front and talk to us?
If you're gonna be like that, sure, I'll
All
come
right,
out.
let's go up front.
I'm gonna go this way.
Well, let's go this way. There's the other officer right there.
I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry.
I asked her to walk to the front of the park, and I'm getting this. She won't give me her name.
Of the park. I don't understand.
Yeah, well, she's with another male back there.
I don't understand what
He's
the
right there.
problem is. The one in the dog park with the dog?
I'm simply trying to...
Okay, no, you're right. No, seriously. You guys are right. I am being disrespectful. You're both right. I should not be speaking to cops like this.
Okay.
Those
Can I tell you why we're here?
Can I? Oh, yes,
Okay.
please. Yes, please. Yes,
Okay.
please.
We got a call.
Mm-hmm.
There's an allegation made against you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
was
Let
this
me
hard?
finish. Let me finish.
Well,
I
that's
haven't
trying to
talked to
explain
the
that.
other gentleman yet. Okay. Let me go get his side.
Mhm.
I'll get your side,
Mhm.
and then we'll see where we go from there. Okay.
Was that so hard?
That's what I tried to ask you, if we would
No.
come up
Right now
here.
you are detained. Okay.
And can I just say what? That's fine. He would not move past asking me my name. He would not tell me anything unless I gave
Did I
him
not
my
say
name.
you were detained and we're here conducting a
You have
criminal
your-
Would
investigation?
you tell me? And no, I told him this already.
Okay.
I don't get ID'd at the park typically.
Let's go out to the front of the park and we'll figure this out. Okay.
Why are you detaining me?
I just told you.
I was asking him.
Okay, let's go to the front.
Why are you detaining
Because we're
If you
conducting
don't
a
go
criminal
in hand- If you
investigation.
don't go up to the front right now, I'm going to put you in handcuffs. So, do you want to walk or do you want me to put you in handcuffs right now? And while we're doing this, let me get your
Let's
hand.
keep walking.
me? No, I will keep walking when you.
Okay, I'm not doing this.
Babe!
Right now, you're detained, okay? You're not under arrest, but you're not following instructions.
This is very silly. I just don't want my earbuds to be lost. that's the only reason I'm doing this. Because I want my boyfriend to get them. Will you knock it out of my ear? No? Nobody? Babe! Siri, I'm in handcuffs and it hurts! Babe, this is the time to move!
You're detained right now. You can keep on doing this. You're going to catch a charge. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Why are you doing this? All right, well, stand up.
I don't want to.
Let's go.
I don't want to.
Okay, well,
Oh,
now
you're hurting my arm!
You're under
You're
arrest.
hurting me! What am I under arrest for? You have not read me my rights! What am I under arrest for? Oh, my head!
Stop yelling. I mean, him
What have I done? What have I done to deserve this? What have I done? What have I done to deserve this?
Can you just walk with us to the front? Because now you're under arrest.
That's fine.
We'll take another unit. Possibly two. If you have them
I'm not that fat.
Come on, let's go to the front.
walk up to the front.
What happens if you,
Okay.
who do you call when the cops are in the back?
Are you not going to walk up to the front?
I love Florida.
All right, now we got the idea at least.
I'm proud to be an American, 'cause at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll proudly stand up next to you. And I forget the rest.
Come on, man. What's that?
Rob, will you listen to a single thing that I said?
Well, now she can't
Well,
walk.
yeah.
So can you grab her legs?
So you'll grab my legs and carry me, but you won't listen to me about how this guy on my right. Hold on. I will walk. I will fucking. I said I would walk 9 times. I said I would walk. I said I would walk. I said I would walk.
Are we ready to go again? All right, let's try again.
No.
She tried kicking, so she's not giving up.
Please, please, babe! Please!
Yeah, I got this.
Really?
Will you stand? If you stand, I'll consider taking those off. So, here, let's put it down.
Why would I believe anything you say?
Okay, you want to try standing?
I trusted you when you were on your way over, and I tried to talk to you, and you wouldn't even listen to me. Am I being arrested?
Well, yes, you are now. Initially, you weren't.
Well, why am I being arrested now?
Right now, resisting. But
Resisting?
probably more charges coming. All right, let's get in the cruiser.
Probably more charges coming. I should be scared.
Have a seat in the car.
Captain Justice, please.
Have a seat in the car.
Why is she doing this?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Can you take a seat?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, she's got it.
I'm not doing any of this. Ow! You can't fucking bend my hip the wrong way.
Yeah, I'll need to talk to you, man.
So
Yeah.
I just need to get us some information where she's going. And what's going to happen next.
Okay.
That's all I need to know.
Okay, do you have your ID on you?
I do.
How long you guys been together?
3 years.
Okay, what's...
It's just a political thing. She's started off just asking them why they still support Trump, and then he threw a drink at us, and then it just escalated from
You know what? Forget about all this part right here.
Yeah.
Over there, what was that all about?
That I'm not sure.
Is she on any medication?
Yes, she is.
Did she just recently smoke? I mean, I'm not saying whether it's illegal or not, because she's got her medical marijuana card, but I mean, only someone that's on something would act like that.
Yeah. No, she's not on, like, I mean, yeah, she smoked weed, but...
Tell me what you observed.
We're sitting at the table, me and Gary.
Okay.
We know a bunch of these people just by their dogs. So I met Gary here. I've never seen him outside.
You guys were
here.
sitting there, and then what happened?
Sitting at the table,
Mhm.
shooting the shit. Purple hair goes by and starts yelling at Gary, why are you still wearing that hat?
So she's just walking by. You guys are sitting there.
Walking
she's-
by,
Okay.
she sees that hat and it sets her off.
Okay.
And then she asked something about, Trump.
Did she walk towards you guys?
Yeah. Well, you see the table right there, and the fence
Yeah.
goes between them. So she came up to the fence,
Okay.
and she was like, why do you still support Trump? And I said, because I think he's doing a great job. And that's what Gary said. And she starts freaking.
Okay. And there's a fence that's dividing you guys.
Right.
Okay.
But then, now this has happened before.
Let's just
then-
let's just focus on this right
Focus
here.
on today.
Yeah.
So now
She starts going nuts.
she's going crazier. She comes around out of the big dog park over to here to the little dog
To where you guys
park,
were.
where we were.
Okay.
So she came over to here. Gary is now, his head's exploding, because he's an Italian hothead.
Okay. Is he saying
He's
anything to
yelling
her?
and screaming. And,
Okay. What's he saying?
So
Either way, Gary's saying some things.
yeah, so Gary
Okay.
is telling her take
Okay.
your meds, that type of shit. You're crazy.
But she's walking towards him.
oh yeah.
Okay. Or
And
towards you then. Okay.
she's got well, I'm still sitting. Gary gets up. He's walking towards the gate here to meet her, and she gets into this one and throws her soda on Gary. The boyfriend stands
anyway,
there and
so-
does nothing
So anyway, so then she comes and she throws a drink.
on Gary.
Okay.
And Gary started throwing water on her.
Okay. So anyway, so she throws a drink. Like,
So
did she throw it was
then-
like just the liquid, or was it like the whole cup?
Poured the liquid, and it looked to me like she hit him with the can. I asked him if she hit him. The can was sitting on
Oh, so it was
the
a can
table.
that she had.
Yeah, it's this can
What
of
did you
soda.
see her throw?
Just she had the can of soda, and she
Okay.
was shaking the liquid
Okay.
on to Gary.
But she didn't throw anything at him.
No,
Okay.
but she did hit him with the can. She sits down. That's why the can is on the table. That's when I started to record. So I don't have the actual incident, but I have the aftermath
Okay.
where she literally goes berserk.
And so she
talking
sat
about
down there.
Trump. She sat down
And
there.
then what happened?
She jumped over the fence, landed on top of the fence, yelling and screaming, which I have on video if it matters. I don't know if it does.
I believe you. Are you willing to write a statement for me? Just that says
Yeah.
Okay, because this will definitely help him. So
There's a misconception about how these cases actually get built. People assume it's the body cam that does the work, that the footage tells the story and everything else is filler. It isn't. What you just heard, captured by a stranger holding a phone, is the kind of evidence prosecutors quietly love the most. Not because it's dramatic, but because it exists outside the system.
just tell me what happened just today.
Yeah.
And I understand you guys were sitting down on a bench, okay?
Okay.
Start from there.
We're sitting there. My back is facing the park. That park.
Okay.
I'm just sitting there talking to him. She's coming over screaming at me. So I get up. I said to her boyfriend, I said, please.
What did she say?
I don't even listen. I tried. This has been going on.
But something related to your Trump hat?
Yeah. Trump,
Got
this,
it.
Trump, that, Trump.
Okay.
Trump, everything, Trump's responsible for that leaf falling off the tree. It's
Got
just
it. Running her mouth. Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
I was just trying to ignore her, and she's screaming at me, talk to me, trying to get her. I'm just ignoring her. And so she comes running through the gate, and I saw her running at me. I went running to stop her from coming through the other gate. I don't want any confrontation. I don't need it, especially off this little moron.
Well, you're thinking that she's coming over to do something
Oh,
to
yeah.
you? Okay.
No, she wasn't coming like, make believe she was a Viet Cong running at me. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Okay.
That type. Okay? So she got to the fence. To cool her off, I threw a little water on her from my thing. So I locked the gate. Well, not locked, but shut the lever. Walked back into mine. She come flying over there, threw the Coke can at me, gave me a shove, and is just
Did
going.
she hit you with the can?
Yeah,
Where did she hit you?
in the back of the head.
Okay. Why were you a jerk to me then? I was so nice to you.
Yeah.
I came up to you. I told you why we were talking to you. I told you let's go to the front so we can talk. You didn't. And then you threw yourself to the ground. I want to talk to you about what happened. Okay. But before I do so, because you're in handcuffs.
Oh, my shoulder's really hurt.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably gonna hurt a lot more tomorrow.
Yeah, you didn't get the other shoulder too, please.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand these rights?
Yes.
Is it okay if I ask a few questions about what happened?
Yes.
Okay. You want to tell me what's going on? Why all of this?
I am going to need a much more specific question. What do you mean, why all
Okay,
of this?
tell me what happened between the gentleman that was wearing the Trump hat.
There has been conflict between the two of us. He is just as mean to me as I am to him.
Okay, so today, let's just focus on today. What happened today?
Today, his friend, who I've had several nice conversations with, I said to his friend, can I ask you guys why you still support Trump? And one of them, the one that I was talking to, started to answer me, but Trump hat started freaking out, yelling, cussing. I went into the small dog park to talk to the man who I was trying to talk to.
So he's freaking out.
No, I wasn't trying to talk to the man who was freaking out.
Okay.
I was trying to talk to his friend.
So
And
while the other one was freaking out.
he was freaking out, and it looked like he was leaving, so I was going to talk to his friend. He wasn't leaving, he was coming to dump his drink on me.
So when the other gentleman, according to you, is freaking out, what was your purpose of going over and talking to the other gentleman?
Let's talk to the gentleman.
About?
I was asking them.
I'm trying to make sense, because if you're saying that someone is yelling, right, and obviously he's upset because of whatever comment you made about a Trump hat, I don't know, a reasonable person would probably turn around and go in a different direction and not actually go and talk to the other guy that's with them. So I'm just trying to understand that part.
It's a loop, so I walk around over and over. Yesterday, I wasn't even here yet.
Okay, so anyway, so you go and you talk to the guy that was not freaking out, and then what happened?
We disagreed. He said I'm going to get myself shot, and I got upset, and I jumped over the fence back to the park and walked around.
Okay. So right now, you are under arrest for battery on a person over 65 years old, as well for resisting an officer, and let me finish. And also, you're going to be charged with battery on a law enforcement officer. When we tried to walk you up front, you jumped on me, which caused me to fall, and I got a boo-boo on my knee.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions?
I do.
What's your question?
Why?
Before I close the door.
Is he getting battery for throwing his drink on me?
No, he's not. Okay.
Most cases like this end the moment the patrol car door closes. This one didn't, because almost a year after this arrest, Laura did something most defendants in her position would never do. She posted her own video about it, online, under her real name, on a public channel. And what she wrote in the description of that video is something a defense attorney would have begged her not to say out loud, let alone in writing, for the rest of her life. Her exact words, "I may have been drunk, but there were definitely calculations and reasoning behind almost everything I said and did." And then this, "I wonder if my showdown with the cops made Gamma afraid of wasting police time over this shit, which was one of my goals." Laura, 33 years old, was arrested and charged with 3 offenses: battery on a person 65 years old or older, a third-degree felony in the state of Florida for striking the 72-year-old victim in the back of the head and shoulder with a soda can after pouring its contents over him, battery on a law enforcement officer, also a third-degree felony. For the moment, she wrapped both legs around an officer escorting her toward the patrol car and pulled him to the ground, bruising his knee, and obstructing or resisting an officer without violence, a misdemeanor that, sitting next to 2 felony charges, almost reads like an afterthought. Each of the felony counts carries a potential maximum of 5 years in Florida State Prison. Combined, she's looking at the possibility of nearly a decade behind bars over an encounter that started, in her own telling, because she wanted to ask a stranger about a hat. That's the part most people watching this can't quite get past, not the politics. And there's plenty of politics here for anyone who wants to find them. Not the argument, not the soda, not even the violence. It's the proportion. A 72-year-old man went home with bruises, an officer went home with a bruised knee, and a 33-year-old woman went home in the back of a patrol car, with the next several years of her life now in the hands of a prosecutor and a judge for a hat. The hardest part of a case like this isn't picking a side. It's realizing nobody in the footage was operating on a single bad decision. Every person involved had a moment, sometimes several, where the entire situation could have ended differently. The man in the hat could have walked. The woman with the can could have stayed on her side of the fence. The argument could have stayed an argument. None of those things happened, because at every fork in the road, the choice was made to keep going, not to escalate dramatically, just to not stop. That's what cases like this almost always come down to. Not one catastrophic decision. A long, quiet chain of small ones that nobody thought was leading anywhere serious, right up until the moment it did. Most people watching this would like to believe they'd never let an argument over a hat get this far. They probably wouldn't. The harder truth, the one that's worth sitting with, is that the people who do almost always believe the exact same thing about themselves, right up until the moment the handcuffs came out and there was no way to take any of it back.